How is everyone doing on this Thursday evening? The sun is currently shining. Let's have a look on here. We're just checking that everything is working. Hello, I am here. Oh, my cable, rogue cable. We're just going to get a quick check that everything is working on all different platforms, because we are streaming on Facebook, we are on hopefully we are on Instagram. I'm just checking. Yeah, it looks like we're on Instagram and we're on YouTube as well. So for you guys that are watching, hello and thank you for watching. Hello there. Oh, that's Emma. I don't know why I struggled to read that on screen. I'm going to get a quick grab of Instagram up so that I can see comments, because I can see your comments through my streaming software for for Facebook and for YouTube, but not for Instagram. So it's always worth me just having a quick look at let me have a look, see if I can get logged in. This is where we're all waiting. Hello. I'm just going to come out of that because that's taking a rather a long time to log me on, and I don't know why, so let's try that again. Here we go, and let's get Time for Tea Designs. There we are. We should be live, or it should be showing us as live. One second. How is everyone? Oh, hello. Well, that did show something, but it didn't show that we were live. So I'm hoping that that is the case. Let me just click that and see if that's what it was waiting for. Ah, that's what it was waiting for. So now we should be up and running on Instagram as well. If you are watching on Instagram, hello, please do say a little bit more zoomed in, because I'm not able to change the settings on that once we've gone live. And I did think that I'd changed that, so it must automatically just go back to it every time. So apologies for that, but I will keep everything in the center as much as possible so that you guys can see it. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's now going to show that we are up and running and live. I know everything does just have a little bit of a lag. Let's just have a quick look back then at who's watching on Elisa's with us as well. Emma's with us. Hello, Emma. And Angie Williams says, hello, Joe. I'm new here. I can see and hear you. Fabulous. I'm so glad that you can see and hear me, which is a definite bonus. Tonight, everyone, sorry I can't stay for the new release reveal, but I am out in sunny Tenerife. Can't wait to show everyone all the cards I've been working on, though. Oh, how wonderful. And GF says hello from Canada. Michelle says hello, everyone. Oh, it's lovely to see everyone popping on now, now that everything's kind of catches up. Claire's here. Hello, Claire. Hi, Joe. Hope to see most of this on grandma duties. Jess says hello from Germany, visiting her childhood home. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, please give Jess a big hello from me and Anne. It's been a long time since we've seen you both, so we're really really miss you guys. So I hope that she's all right and she's enjoying her trip. So, and she's going to love the release, Claire. She is, and I hope you get to see as much of it as possible, even though you're on Grandma. Obviously, I want to give as many people as possible chance to find us and to log on. I can't seem to see that we are live on Instagram on my page, but if anybody is watching, then you know I am really be working on mine. I'm sorry for the noise there. I was just having a quick look to see if anything had changed, but it doesn't appear to have. So maybe the Instagram was a bit of a fail. So I'm sorry about that. Although you know it feels like there is something going on, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes on, if anybody logs on. I'm just jabbering away here, aren't I, really, and not really making a lot of sense. Probably because I have been super busy. We've had 2 shows this month with Hobby Maker. We've just done the last one. Oh, I've now got notification that we're live on Instagram. So hello Instagram. So that's good. Finally, that is working. So that is great news. Let's see if hey, there we go. Oh, and you have got the proper view, which is awesome. So that's great news. So yes. Emma's checked and I am live on Instagram. Thank you so much, Emma. I think it just sometimes takes a while to update, and I think it's also running a bit slow on my end because I think maybe I've got too many devices on the go all at once, potentially. So back to my story. We have been on a Hobby Maker twice this month. We've also just had a bank holiday sale. I have come straight from packing orders from the sale and from Hobby Maker this afternoon, come straight home and got ready to do the live today. So I am literally back to back. So yeah, and also those of you that follow on the regular will know that my mama has not been very well. She's been in hospital for she came out of hospital was it last week? Yeah, last week. So it's, in fact, yeah, it was last week. It just every day is merged into one. So she's been really, really poorly, bless her, and I've not seen her since she's come out of hospital, other than on FaceTime, because I've literally had so much going on. So the plan is this weekend that we will get to go and see her. So GF says that they love the cards that are on the screen and they're super cute. Thank you so much. These are some of the cards that I made for Hobby Maker over the last couple of shows, and the reason that I'm sharing them with you is that I'm going to be adding the card stock that is part of these sets to the website today as well, and the papers that are here. So these aren't a new release as such because we have released them on Hobby Maker, but they haven't been on the website as yet. So the papers that are in the cards that you can see of these, they are A5 in size, and you get 2 sheets of each designs. There are 8 designs in total, so 16 sheets. They are all loose leaf, so they're not connected with gum or anything like that. They are literally, they are free and loose, should we say. That means they're much easier for you to use. They're single-sided, so again, you're not having to make a choice. and they're 170 GSM, and they are matte finish, uncoated, so you can stamp on them and then do your paper piecing with them. You can ink blend onto them, and you can just use them as I've done here and cut them out, and they are sturdy enough that if you add some of our foam tape on the back, that they will be a nice and paper. I'm a crafter. I started Time for Tea because I'm a crafter, and everything that I do is something that I would buy. I don't, if I have to demonstrate it and I have to use it, then I need to know it's something that I'm going to enjoy playing with. So everything I do is because I want to craft with it. The same with the images. So cardstock, matte finished, uncoated, beautiful finish to them, and they've all myself, and then had them made into the cardstock. So they will be going on the website as well overnight tonight, and will be available along with the new release. So, new release time. Who's ready to see some brand new stamps and dies from Time for Tea Designs? It has been the longest time. The last time we produced any stamps for you was November 2024. Can you believe it? And we didn't produce any coordinating dies for those sets. It was purely just the stamps because we were really struggling to get the dies in time for the release, so we didn't produce any dies that time. So the last time that we will have done any dies for you is going to have been probably August, September time, I'm gonna say. So it's been a while since we've had a release like this, and I'm really excited to share it with you. As usual, I never get a chance to play with any of the images beforehand because, as I've just said, I'm just like ridiculously busy, which is terrible, isn't it, that you don't get to really play with anything. But I have coloured all of the images in, and I do have some pictures that I will share on screen of some of the cards that the design team have very kindly made for me, which helps me massively, because if I didn't have those guys making such beautiful cards, then I couldn't really show you how beautiful they are to use, and what different combinations and different ideas and different techniques that you can use to bring them to life. So thank you ever so much for the team. I know not everyone can be here and watch tonight, but I know that they're all here in spirit. So Angie says she's very excited to see the new designs. I'm still quite new to crafting and I follow that. As the guys will tell you, it means an awful lot to me that people appreciate what we do, because otherwise why would we, what's the point of us being here really? So, and it's really nice to know that you're there and I'm not talking to myself. Hello Aisha, how are you? Lovely to see you. So let's have a little and hello to anybody who's watching the replay as well, because I know some of you might not be able to watch live. So the first set that I'm going to show you is one that I've shown in a few of the sneak peeks, is also one of my favourites, but then I'm probably going to say that about them all. And I'll take it out of the packaging because sometimes the packaging can add a bit of glare on screen. So this, and it's still going to glare a little bit because it has the plastic covering, but this is the Boat Buddies, excuse me, and this is the first of our new stamp sets. So as with all of our designs, it does come with the coordinating dies, which I will show you here. These, I won't take these out of the packaging. I'll just show you those there. They're not too exciting, apart from the fact that, excuse me, to point out on the dies, the cut is right on the edge. Oh dear, excuse me. And that does allow you to see the white border around the outside of your image, so you can line it up perfectly, and you're not going to get that issue when yes, design of dies, and one that we absolutely love. Do beg your pardon. I think I took a breath in when I shouldn't have done. Casimir73 says she loves this stamp set. Emma says it's her favourite. So we've got I've got these guys cut out, and I'm just going to show Buddy Bunny in his gorgeous little boat. And the thing that I really just wanted to point out to you is some of the details that I've really tried to capture. The whole of the dinghy is cut out, so that isn't something that, you know, you're going to have to worry about. And the lighthouse, so this is our little lighthouse, and it cuts out the windows for you. It also cuts out the door, so you can open the door. And then there is also a little circle die, and that circle die is to cut out the shape here for you to add a little light behind it. So for those of you that use like the easy lights or anything similar to that, you can add lights behind each of your windows and the actual light in the top of the lighthouse. So that was something, I haven't been able to practice that, but Annalisa has made an absolutely gorgeous card using this with the light up element, and it is so cool, and it's exactly what I'd pictured in my head that it would be like. So thank you, Annalisa, for taking the time to do that and make that come to life. We've got our little mouse with who's fishing for a boot. We've got our seagull looking out to sea. We've also got a little seagull who can sit inside of our little dinghy, and then we've also got our lovely anchor as well. And then the sentiments, we do have the dies to cut out all of the sentiments. You've got "You Are My Anchor," "All Aboard the Friendship," "Our Friendship Keeps Me Afloat," "Hope to See You Soon," and "Ahoy." So really cute little set there. And I do think that I have got, let me just have a quick little scan of, let me get things back up here, just so that I can see what we're doing. We'll just get up the right image for you guys. Which one? We want Boat Buddies, don't we? That's the one we want. So let's move this across for you. So this is our Boat Buddies. Aren't they gorgeous? So this is Emma's. Emma is with us today as well. Hello, Emma. This is amazing. I absolutely love this card. So this card incorporates another one of our new release, which I'll show you in a bit. But I just love the way that she's created the sea there, using some of our papers and cutting them into, I think she's used really cute. So adorable card there from Emma. So I'll bring you back to my view. And we can look at the next set. So what does everybody think about the Boat Buddies? Will they be on your list, I wonder? And you know, it's a really strange, I think it's just a really strange time. I love this industry, and I love creating. And it's so nice to know that there are still people like yourselves that are watching and want all of these images, because I love this job so much, and it just really makes me happy to share these with you. So moving on from the Boat Buddies, I think next up I'm going to share with you, let's share 4 stamp sets in total and then 2 standalone dies. So just pop that up there. So this is the next stamp set, and again it does give a little bit of a glare, so I'm really sorry about that, but I can't really avoid that. Angie's saying that she loves the boat buddies and the versatility to add the lights. And Laura's here. Hello there. Better late than never, Laura. Better late than never. And you might have just caught the tail end of the first set, so you've not missed too much. So this is the Adventure Awaits set, and this one I think is just going to be so much fun if you enjoy colouring in. I loved this, and there are some really gorgeous bits of this that I think will be really fun. There's also bits in there that will be good for those of you that keep like travel journals. So obviously we've got our 2 characters here riding away in the car with all of their luggage on top, but they've got and you'll be able to see a bit more clearly. Look at our little stowaway, isn't he cute? So that was kind of the premise behind it, all built from this gorgeous duo riding off in the car. We've got an extra suitcase that can be kind of tumbling off the car. I always chucked it off the top, you know, because he wants to make room for himself. You've got the little clouds. Obviously we love a cloud, and then a little compass as well. Some of the sentiments go really well with all of the images. So you've got things like love our adventures together, but the I'd be lost without you goes really well with the driving by to say hi, and then the happy B-Day and the celebrate and the me for you can all be used as your registration plates. And then you've got a beep beep and a toot toot. I'm going to share with you for this one is, I think it's safe to say, is out of this world. So bear with me while I show you this stunning card. Look at it! Isn't it amazing? I would never ever have thought to do this. But Michelle has absolutely just... well, she's just absolutely smashed it with this, because like I say, I would never have thought of this, and isn't it gorgeous? Emma says this set is so adorable. I love that there is a big image which will make a lovely statement on your cards, and Annalisa says that she loves that you can stamp inside the license plate. Lauren says that car's like us going on holiday, although last year I gave up and we took 2 cars. Kids, dog, wheelchair, and I often take craft stuff. It is a lot. It is a lot. Casimir says that the card is fantastic. Jeff says, wow, Michelle is beautiful. Great card, says Angie. It is honestly such a clever idea, and what the perfect, you know, vision of an adventure is going off into space, and driving off into space in your intergalactic car. The people involved in showing you different ways of using the stamps rather than it just me doing it, because everybody has a different view and a different vision, or a different perspective on it, and comes up with these most amazing designs that I would never even have fathomed when I first put this. Plenty of other examples on the website when these go live tomorrow, and I should say that they all go live on sale tomorrow morning at 8 AM. So this is your first peek at what's going to go live. So I'm excited that, you know, for you all to kind of be ready for it going live in the morning, and knowing what's coming, because you know whether, you know, it's worth having a look, don't you? Some of you might find quite familiar. It's a reinvention of a previous set. So this is the Cacti Critters. This is, like I say, a reimagined set based. So I did a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a card kit. Yes, a card kit for them. And I designed some stamps for them. So they were big A5 stamp sets, which I don't normally do, as you know, and we normally do the A6 ones. And they were no coordinating dies. What we have got with these is the coordinating dies. So they are a different configuration. They are also a different quality of stamp. So, and that's no disrespect to the card kit that was the box kit, but because they are done in en masse, they use acrylic stamps rather than photopolymer stamps. The acrylic stamps don't have the same life, and they don't have the same so my preference is always going to be the photopolymer, because I think it is it will last you longer. It doesn't yellow, providing you keep it out of the sunshine. It won't yellow, it won't stain, it will always stick as long as you keep it clean. It won't lose its stickiness, and like I say, as long as you look after them, they will last you for as long as you want to craft for. Whereas the acrylic stamps are very short, a short lifespan. That would be the best way of describing it. So again, we have the great quality coordinating dies that will cut all the way around the edge, so that you can see the border around your image and you're not going to have any errors there, and it's just, and again, a really usable stamp set, which was incredibly popular as part of the card kit release. Lauren says she loved the box and the cactus stamp. So yes, this is your opportunity, if you missed out on the box, to get your part of it. So I'm just seeing here if I've got the thought I'd got the, oh, here they are, look. So some of the stamps that are in the images that are in the stamp set, this is this gorgeous collection of cacti. You have got little faces in the set. Sorry, that's glaring really bad. But you have got the little faces there that you can add to your cacti if you want, just to make it a little bit more fun, or you can keep it as is, as the gorgeous little mouse. We've got the bunny, we've got a cat, of course, because it wouldn't be time for tea without the cat. I'll just show you the little cat. He's really cute with his little cactus. So again, they're just really, really cute. Yeah, the little bunny with the watering can is so cute as well, isn't he? They're so cute. I'm just going to try and catch up with some of the comments. And I noticed, Shana, you did say, that you were sorry to hear about my mum, and thank you ever so much for thinking of us. And my mum, I do let my mum know that you guys, have messages and things, so, and have wished her well. So, and that just makes her feel so much better when it's been pretty sad for her, I think, and pretty lonely. So I appreciate that. And then some of the other comments, GF is saying, Jo, what are you colouring your images with? Love the colour combos. So I use alcohol markers, and my alcohol marker of choice is a Copic marker. They look like this. I think these are used quite a lot in the States and in Canada, so I'm sure the wonderful craft emporiums over there will be stocking those. Oh, I can see Annalisa has jumped in and told you that. Annalisa says that the sentiment "I'd rather be gardening" works perfectly for her. So I do use, that's my preference, is to use alcohol markers. Obviously you can use whatever medium you prefer, and the images that you see here will be on the website as well, so if ever you wanted to use those as a colouring guide, you absolutely can do. I'm very happy for you to do that, and I know that it is one of my missions in life, for Time for Tea, is that I will be able to do some more kind of colouring guides for you and things like that. Maybe some digital images for the guys that in Europe that we can't ship to, and also some classes, both online classes, but classes in our studio in Sheffield. So I do want to introduce those back again. I've seen the likes of Dice to Die For doing something very similar, and I just think it would be great to do a day's kind of crafting at the studio. If we could get that organised, I think that'd be really cool to do. So we've really enjoyed doing those in the past, and it's just having the time, and like I say, time, we are very time poor at the moment, I would definitely say that. So I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so I apologise if that does happen. I hate to not take advantage of sneezing, but it's very rude when you're on camera. So I'll have a drink and hopefully it will go away. So, did I show you a picture of... I didn't show you a picture of the cacti cuties, did I? Bear with me. Let's find a picture of our cacti cuties, because I've got another great picture to share with you. This one is one of Sophie's. And again, it's just a glorious card project using one of the new standalone dies, which I'll show you that next, actually, because a couple of cards have used it now, and our papers. So she's used some of the papers that we've brought to you previously, the Pretty Pastel paper pad, all of the P's, which is a really versatile paper pad, and I know that Sophie really enjoys her papers. So she really gets a lot of use out of those, and I do think that they make for just such lovely, quick and simple cards. And I've been using papers an awful lot more in my demonstrations on Hobby Maker as well, because it does make putting together my cards so much quicker. So I'm definitely finding different ways to use them, which I'm really enjoying. GF says would love to take an online class. That's so good. And thank you. I really want to put one together. One that, you know, either you can watch at your own pace, or we could do it as a live, and then you could re-watch afterwards, that we can support with some, you know, some step-by-step guides, that kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to put a bit of time and effort into that over the summer. So watch this space, because there's going to be lots of different products coming. I know that a lot of you guys asked me about previously released sets, whether they'll come out of retirement, and I think if they come out of retirement, they will probably come out of retirement in either cardstock form or digital form. One of the two. So again, that could be a good way if you've already got the coordinating dies, or we have the coordinating dies available, then you can use those to then print off, and it's more affordable way of you crafting. So we've got all of these different plans, I suppose, ahead. So stay tuned. And if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe to our newsletter, because that's where you'll find out all of the latest. Okay, so next up, I will show you that die that's in the picture. So let me just move back to the overhead view. So the die that's in the picture is this one. Oh, I am going to take it out because it's a bit shiny, isn't it? It's still a bit shiny, but that's a little bit better. So this is what have I called this? The rounded corner stitched rectangle dies. You can see there. That is quite the mouthful. So, you will forgive me that I've forgot what that was. But you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies in total. They are all rounded edged and stitched as well. And they go down in size so that you can use them to mat and layer your cards. The largest die is the equivalent of an A6 card base, which is this shape and size. So you can see that it will fit on the front of your A6 card, but obviously it's got the rounded edges. So you can make your card base from this as well. And then in the centre, so you've got 4 of those layering dies. One of the things that is a real bugbear of mine when you're doing the layering die sets or the nesting die sets, is that they go right down to the smallest die in the middle, and nobody ever uses those. I never use those. This is probably the smallest that I would go unless I went to maybe a square. So when I was thinking about what different die shapes would work with this set, I did think that these elongated slim rectangles would work so well for a number of different things. You've got here, this could be a slider channel, which is great for your interactive cards. These will also be great for your different sizes of sentiments as well. So if you've got other sentiment dies that you don't have the kind of coordinating dies that we do here at Time for Tea, then you can use these as kind of sentiment strips, and you can also use them as channels, again, to make slider cards or interactive cards as well. So a really useful set, and I've been after some of these rounded edge dies for the longest time. So that's why I created them, because I believe that they are very useful. So so you've seen them used on a couple of the cards already. I think they're also in the last card that I've got to share with you, and there are other variations of it being used on the website when you see these go live. But I think that's one that you're going to enjoy having in your stash. And while we're on the subject of dies, I will share with you this die, and I'm wondering if I've got this one already out of the packaging somewhere, because some of them I have. I think I took it to TV. So this one I will open for you, because again, it's just a bit glary, but this you will see in the next card as well. Annalisa says the dies are so useful, so glad that I made them. Thank you so much. So this is one of our larger sentiment dies. Our sentiment dies, again, are a bit of a staple for me. I love a large sentiment. Think it makes a great focal point on your card. I adapt all of the fonts. They're all my own unique excuse me, variation on a font. Pardon me. And you get 2 dies in the set. So if I can just remove the outer one, so you get the outer design and then the words themselves. The words are all interconnected. The only thing that's not joined are the little tittles on top of your eyes. So they're the only bits that will come out separately. Everything else will come together in one pass. Oh, we have a furry friend. It is not a Time for Tea live without without a lovely visit from Maisie. Hello, Maisie. Oh, she's going to go and sit over the other end and supervise proceedings. Oh, you know, we're coming back. You're going to come and say hello to your audience. No. Well, she's going to sit right where it's the most annoying, aren't you? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right where it's most annoying. People are trying to... oh, okay. We're just having a little lay down, are we? People are trying to look at the new release here, Maisie, not look at you being all adorable. Look at you. Look at you. Look at that little mouth. Annalisa says that she noticed on Hobby Maker you had the Thinking of You die sneak peek of this release. It was, absolutely. Angie's saying hello to you, Maisie. And yes, she does always want to be the centre of attention. Lauren says that's a nice big die and the rectangles would be good. Love a rounded corner on a rectangle. And Angie says she's beautiful. My kittens do this when I'm working too. Oh, she's of all that. We've got 3 cats. I am going to move you though now, even though you do love being centre of attention. I have got things to do, so we'll just pop you on there for now. I have 2 chairs here because she will now just curl up on the chair next to me, bless her. I think she likes hearing me talk, and I think that makes her feel, I don't know, just makes her feel close to me. But of the 3 of them, she is the only one who will come in when I'm doing a live usually. And she does always like to be the centre of attention, bless her. So, back to the die after that little interruption, Maiselind. Yes. So, Thinking of You, a really useful one to have, just for a nice kind of happy notion and a happy card, but also for one for more sombre occasions as well. So this one's a really good one to have in your stash because you never know when you might need it. So this one's really great, and it does make a nice focal point, and you'll see on the card that I show you just how that's been put to the most amazing good use. So we'll just pop that away for now, and I'll share with you the final stamp set in the new release. And I think you are all going to enjoy this one as well. This die's now got bits of Maisie fluff on it. Angie says she loves her mummy. She absolutely does. And Emma says, I love cats. They are so quirky. They're so funny. They just all have their own little routines as well, and things that they like to get involved in. So, and like I say, Maisie's thing is being here when I'm crafting. And yeah, she just plonks herself right in front of me. But I can't resist her. She's too cute. Yes, you are. She knows I'm talking about her as well now because she's looking at me. So, the final stamp set in this new collection is the Rain or Shine mice. And these are 4 adorable little mice playing in the rain, having the whale of a time, living the best life in the rain, which, despite the fact that, you know, it is coming towards summer here, we are still having numerous rain showers, and this is perfect for this country. I know you have very inclement weather in Canada as well, Annalisa, so I'm sure this will come in handy for you as well. GF says, oh, they are so cute, Joe, love these mice. Oh, I'm so pleased. They are adorable. They are amongst my favourites, I have to say. And I'll show you some of the images as they've been coloured in. Mabel, stop being naughty. So, we're now having Cat Wars. as Mabel's decided she wants to come and get involved, but she picks on little Maisie. So we'll just have to scare her off a little bit. Go on, out you go. Goodness me, these cats. Lots of rain here lately and love the wee umbrellas, says Laura. So these are my versions of them coloured in. So first little mouse there with his green and yellow brolly and his green and yellow outfit. And then we've got the little chap splashing in the puddles. He's very cute. And then the splashing in the puddles is adorable. And then we've got another little guy splashing in some puddles even. And then this little guy, I imagine him, flipping him about. Imagine him looking up at the sun breaking through the clouds, as we do have a little a little hope of sunshine just popping through. And then we've got the little extra kind of little images with the little brollies, the one closed and one open. And I do think that brollies as a little background design is going to look so cool. And then obviously we've got the lovely sentiments as well. So an obvious one is sorry you're feeling under the weather, which is, you know, it had to be in there, didn't it? Because there's so many things that you would need that for. But then we've got life is better with you, rain or shine, or rain or shine, life is better with you. You could put that either way. Make a splash, we can weather any storm. So there's some good combinations of words there and different ways of putting the sentiments together to say something special. But I just think that one is so adorable. Shani says, oh my gosh, adorable, with a little mouse and a little brolly emoji. I love that. And then Claire says, I need these in my life. I know some of these are just a need, aren't they? And Emma says, they're little coats and rain boots. This honestly was so much fun to design. I couldn't wait to get it done and colour it in because it was just so cute. So I will share with you, if my mouse will work, speaking of mice, share with you the example of this. So the Rain or Shine mice, this is one that has been created by Jill, and she's used both the new die sets and then our gorgeous little mice, and I love this so much. So she's used inks and ink splatter to make that rainy background, and she's also done the same thing to the cardstock that she's then cut the sentiment out of, and the colour scheme is so gorgeous with just the yellows and the blue, and she's used those rounded corner dies as well, to create a card base. And I just think it works so beautifully. It's taken all the elements of that release with the dies and this particular stamp set, put them all together in such a beautiful way. So I absolutely love that from Jill. GF says, Jill, that card is beautiful. The colours are so soft and beautifully put together. They really are. She's done an absolutely smashing job, as have all of the team. And I've only shared a really small amount because pulling all of this together does take a little bit of time, and obviously, like I say, time is of the essence. So when you go on the website, you will see some more absolutely gorgeous, fabulous examples. I am going to come back to the overhead, and I'm going to show those cards that I showed earlier, just because I don't have the... oh, let's get the right picture up. There we go. Yeah, I don't have any samples here of the new release because I haven't been able to put any together yet, which is an absolute travesty. This always happens. I always think, no, I'm very, very ahead of myself. I'm going to be able to make some samples before I even send it to the design team. No, not the case. The guys have been able to play with them long before me. So I'm hoping that over the next couple of weeks I might get some time to come on live and craft with you and use the new release, because I can't wait to make some cards with it. I will probably use some of the papers as well from the new set, from the paper pads, because I think they will coordinate really well. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing with this myself. I'm looking forward to it going live. Jeff says, what a great release. Thank you for the live. Love seeing the images coloured and the card ideas. Can't wait to shop and see the other card ideas on the site. And Emma says, if you ever want any samples, send in. Yes, that would be so good, because it's just so hard to get, you know, to juggle everything. So yes, thank you, Emma, for that. So, and I know obviously for the guys on the design team that are overseas, getting the card samples to me is not only expensive, but it takes ever such a long time. So we worked to such tight time scales. The guys were given only a couple of weeks, if that, really, to turn everything around, and you've done an amazing job, every single one of you, have really hit the brief, and turned it around so quickly. So I'm so thrilled with all of the samples. They're amazing. So yeah, so it in future I will make sure that I get some samples here to show you guys in real life. So that being said, thank you ever so much for all of the kind words, and thank you for everyone who is watching. Thank you if you managed to watch on Instagram and if everything worked well. I'm sorry I couldn't see any of your comments because I couldn't get it up on screen, but thank you for watching. And just a quick reminder that the release goes live tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and that's timefordesigns.co.uk. We're easy to find, and I hope to see you all then. Thanks so much again for watching and for supporting us. It means the world, and we'll see you really soon. Bye. Bye bye.